This particular event I remember was a singles event. I was organizing something for the singles to meet and greet and mingle. And so I was selling tickets for that event. And I went to sell to someone. And the way she treated me, my God. That was the day I think I understood the saying, the idiom, like a fly on the wall. I literally felt like a fly on the wall. Like if she had a book, she would have swatted me. Hello everyone, welcome to Connecting the Dots with IH. I'm the connector. Thank you for being here. All right, so today I want to point out a few things. One is that when we are talking about desires, I'm not of that school that says go wherever your heart wants you to go. Though I believe that, look, in the end you are likely to do that. The Bible says as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So chances are high, excellent, that you will do what is in your heart. But that's not what I'm saying when I talk about desires in the dots. It's only safe, I like to say, and this is the caveat, it's only safe to follow your heart when you know who has your heart. So check that before you say, I'm just doing this because I feel like I'm going where my heart wants me to go. That's not what we're saying. I hope we've clarified that. Okay, and then talking about opportunities, I realize that it often seems as if, and I don't know if it's something you've noticed, but it's something I think I've noticed. It often seems as if when people talk about taking opportunities, it's about big and remarkable things. Often it's about your career, something professional, so you seize an opportunity. And I think in having that definition of opportunity or having that template for seizing opportunities, we tend to overlook the opportunities that may appear small and unremarkable. And these ones appear regularly in everyday life. And if we are not careful, we can overlook them. So I'd like to just point out a few of those opportunities to you. Maybe we'll just do one today, but as we go on, I'm sure we'll talk about them. Today, I'd like to point out to you to seize the opportunity to treat others the way you would like to be treated. Now, that's something that many of us tend to overlook. Somehow, we are able to be strict with others but gracious with ourselves. So we expect others to know better, but we excuse ourselves for not knowing so much. I want to remind you today, in Luke chapter 6 verse 31, Jesus said, do unto others as you have them do unto you. And I was reminded of this very, very clearly recently. So a few days ago, I was going into the open market to get some things for the house. If you're on this side of the world, you know what our open markets are like. When you are going in, there are people at the entrance who are calling out their wares, urging you to buy, to consider what they are selling. And so, yes, that was what it was that day. And as I was going across the street to walk into the market, there was a lady who had set up on the island before you cross the street to go into the market. She was selling Scotch bonnet peppers. And she was calling me, and I had no intention of buying from her. So I was going to where I was going to. And I was waiting for a car to go across so I could pass, or to pass so I could go across. And then I heard her say, won't you even mind me small? Mind me a little. And as soon as she said it, I was corrected in my heart. I felt God asking me, why have you ignored her like that? And then I was reminded of when I was ignored. Once upon a time, I tried to sell something in the open market. Long story for another day, but it was not a nice experience. It was not nice at all. People can ignore you like you are a pest or like you are a weed. In one of my duties where I organize events in my faith community, some of the events demand that you sell tickets. And I would go around selling tickets for these different events, like I said in one of the episodes. Some of the events, this particular event I remember was a singles event. I was organizing something for the singles to meet and greet and mingle. And so I was selling tickets for that event. And I went to sell to someone. And the way she treated me, my God. That was the day I think I understood the saying, the idiom, like a fly on the wall. I literally felt like a fly on the wall. Like if she had a book, she would have swatted me. I felt bad. And so that day, standing there, and God was reminding me, like, you know how it's felt to be ignored. Why would you do that to someone else? I felt so wrong. So I went back to her and I told her I'm sorry. She was like, oh, it's okay. And I'm sure in her line of work, she gets that a lot. People ignore her. And she was like, no, it's okay. And I felt she had to know. So I'm not doing this because I'm nice. I'm not really nice like that. It's because of God that I am whatever you think I am, in good terms, of course. So I explained to her, I said, no, when I left you, God told me I had no right to treat one of his children that way. And I'm very sorry. And then I went on to buy what she was selling. I will not say that God told me to buy that, to be honest. That was probably me, but it wasn't out of line anyway. So I bought it and she was very grateful. She said, thank you. She kept saying thank you. Then just before I left, she said, God bless you. But as I left, I was thinking about it. And I was reminded of that verse where Jesus said, do unto others as you will have them do unto you. You are so gracious with yourself, but so harsh and so short with others. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. Confucius also said, don't do unto others as you don't want them to do unto you. And the person asked me, what's the difference between both sentences? And at the time, I couldn't see the difference between both statements. And then he told me the difference. Hello, Bishop Michael Tingabo. This is the lesson I learned from you. Thank you for that day. He said there's a difference. Jesus said, do unto others. Confucius said, don't do. Confucius was teaching passivity. Jesus was teaching activity. It's not just enough that, okay, you're not doing this to me, so I'm not going to do it to you. It's not enough. Jesus went the extra step to say, actually do. So now you go out of your way. You are not just avoiding. You are actively doing to others as you will have them do unto you. I think it's an opportunity we have to look out for and seize as much as possible. So today, as we are connecting, let me remind you to connect with that opportunity and seize it when the opportunity presents itself for you to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for connecting with us. Be sure to like this post, drop a comment. Let us know opportunities you've seen where this presented itself, how you were able to seize it, whatever thoughts this opportunity has evoked in your mind. Please be sure to share them with us. We will read your comments, we will respond, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Until next time, I'm the Connector. Thank you. Stay connected. God bless you. Bye.